Florida hemp shops stand to benefit. That's right. And all you Florida shop owners out there, make sure that you reach out so we can get some parody gummy on your shelves, because that's what people are asking for. They're scattered across Tampa Bay. Dispensaries like stores lined by glass shelves containing colorful assortment of intoxicating products. Gummies, joints, vape cartridges promise consumers an unforgettable high. These shops aren't marijuana dispensaries, but they sure look like them. And after Amendment 3's colossal failure, small hemp retailers, which thrive in legal gray area, may profit from a continued ban on adult use marijuana. Local vendors, St. Pete 420, the Hemp Spot, and Chillum Mushroom and Hemp Dispensary all expanded in the last year. More than 9,500 Florida shops, from gas stations, convenience stores, to smoke shops, are licensed to sell marijuana-like products derived from hemp plants. Around 1,500 are in Tampa Bay alone. Some hemp products which consumers 21 and older can buy meet the state's definition of marijuana but escape detection by regulators, a Tampa Bay Times Miami Herald investigation found. Others purchased by reporters were revealed to contain harmful levels of mold and pesticides. And since June of 2023, the Florida Department of Agriculture and Consumer Safety have uncovered more than 1 million hemp products on store shelves that violated state law. Had Amendment 3 passed, hemp shops would have faced overwhelming corporate competition, mainly from Trulieve. Florida's massive medical marijuana companies, which abide by strict product safety regulations, I'm not sure if I'm buying that, but would have been able to sell pot to consumers without requiring a medical card. The amendment gave all the control to huge monopolies, said Mickey Morrison, co-owner of St. Pete's 420, a hemp dispensary. He says, there'd be no mom and pop shops, period, he says. The hemp industry lobbied fiercely against Amendment 3, alleging that it would create a corporate monopoly among the 28 companies already licensed to sell medical marijuana in the state. Governor Ron DeSantis helped them win that fight in partnership between strange bedfellows. That's right, cannabis attorney Zach Corbin said. In an additional quote, it was less to do with hemp and more how to kill Amendment 3, he said. But business owners wonder how long the freewheeling industry will escape federal or state regulations that could threaten their livelihoods. And health experts wonder about consequences for consumers who can easily purchase marijuana-like products without the same safety regulations imposed on medical marijuana companies. Consumers looking for marijuana-like high in Florida have two options. They can, one, order parodygummy.com directly to their doorstep, or with a licensed physician, help seek a medical card if they have qualifying conditions. Think cancer, epilepsy, post-traumatic stress disorder, or comparable ailments. The process can cost hundreds of dollars, and these cards allow consumers to shop at licensed marijuana dispensaries like Trulieve and Cetera Wellness. Without a card, consumers can walk into a smoke shop and find joints and edibles, while not technically marijuana, contain similar intoxicating chemicals derived from hemp plants. Places like St. Pete 420 have capitalized on the easy access, declaring no medical card needed on storefronts. And so what's the distinction between hemp and marijuana, you ask? Well, per federal law, a hemp plant and products thereof must contain less than 0.3% THC of the specific intoxicating substance rich in marijuana plants, delta-9 tetrahydrocannabinol, commonly referred to as THC, and any higher percentage makes it a marijuana plant. Both hemp and marijuana are cannabis plants, and they're all the same thing, really, even under the Controlled Substances Act, as far as the definition, and they look virtually identical. That's because they are virtually identical, you guys. And delta-9 THC isn't the only chemical hemp products that can be harvested and replicate to create intoxicating products. Popular vitamins variants like delta-8 and delta-10 THC, considered less potent but still psychoactive, are legal in larger concentrations. And this article goes on and on and on, and you can read this full thing all on our website at www.highat9news.com. But, shout out to the Florida hemp market, because they are living to sell for another day. And I can't wait to hear what you guys have to say about this.
Well, I was just down there, and let me tell you, it's It's a thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's
popping.
And
it's popping.
The market in Florida. I mean, Florida is just an interesting place in general, but the microcosms of Florida, like Miami, wow, unbelievable. It's like a whole different world. And
Miami is very different than the rest of Florida.
Miami is different. I mean, Miami is really different. But the point is, I guess, is like there's a true free trade and free commerce mentality, and that exists there. And I think
and no taxes.
Hey, I mean, that's because of all those property taxes those millionaires and billionaires pay. And thank God for that, I guess, because it does give everybody a chance to really put some extra dollars in their pockets where it's needed. And I think that's what, economically speaking, that's kind of where everyone's at. We are getting crushed. We need a little love. We need a little reprieve from those taxes in like a place like California, let's say. And then you have a place like Florida. So at least we can agree on that, Rico, is that Florida is doing something right and California is fucking it up. So it's just one of these evolutionary moments in time where we see how people are doing it. We see them succeeding. We see them thriving. We see an open market that's available. But also, again, I'll say it again, it just distracts from everything that we're trying to do here. We need to unfuck the system. We need to create one pathway for everyone to prosper. It doesn't matter if it's hemp, doesn't matter if it's THC. It's all the same thing. We all know this. We are just, as savvy entrepreneurs and as innovators, we're going to take every opportunity we can to get the edge. I think that it's great, but I also think that it's disturbing that all these products exist in that market with no regulation, and we have to go through the pains of over-regulation in the cannabis side of things. And it's a kind of a travesty for the people that have made the investment, taken the time to do it in a manner that's been legal with the compliance of these state rules. And then you have other people, other groups and organizations that don't have to, meet that same standard. I think that is ultimately where this gets screwed up for me. We need to standardize, we need to create one system and move forward as a country, as a world, as a movement. That's it.
I'll take it a step further, Saman. I think it's a shame that these products have to exist.
What?
A shame.
I think it's it's a shame that these products have to exist. If weed was legal, we wouldn't have any of these.
I mean, I think weed cares about an open and free market, and weed is going to always make sure that it is part of an open and free market, and this is just the evolution of that.
Yeah, what he's saying though that I agree with Jason is that the Delta 8s, the HHCs were invented as a byproduct of the laws.
Right.
That was a workaround by some pretty smart people that fucked everything up for this industry. I don't want to praise these scientists because I think they are the ones that fucked everything up. I don't want to.
So science is fucking things up. You're telling me.
I want to say that.
What I'm saying is, if weed was legal and people had access to actual quality fucking cannabis heavy, we wouldn't have a need for all of these. We wouldn't have a need for any of these legal battles in the first place. That's what I was saying.
Okay,
no one's going to convince me. No one's going to convince me that synthesizing orange juice is going to be better than a fucking orange that I squeeze into a cup.
Have you ever bought condensed? Have you ever bought condensed orange juice out of a can?
Dude, no, we're not gonna. No, but that's really what this is, right? There is a grape juice from fucking grapes, and there is a by concentrated whatever. Look, guys, I don't have to tell you this. You don't have to be convinced that what comes out of the ground is better than what's made in a lab. But how we are acting now is that, hey, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and disregard the rules and the laws, and I want to jump into a way to do it. Look, I'm not saying that it's not a good opportunity. I'm saying that it's a stupid one to exist in the first place. And we are entrepreneurs and we are pioneers and we are motherfucking American. And guess what? We're gonna get it one way or another.
Yeah, we're gonna find a way.
Jenny Beth, you have anything you want to add on this story before I go into the final one?